Okay, now it's recording. So, hi, good morning, everyone. So, I'm here on behalf of HR, Kellen. Yeah, I will be the host for today's Robert Intern's graduation presentation. And here we have Robert from the front end developer interns and product development. And he will present his presentation basically during his internship in Bukit Vista. So yeah, let's get started, and I will pass over the time to Robert to present it. So the time is yours, Robert.
All right. All right. Thank you, Kak Nadia. Hello, everybody. My name is Robert, and I was the front-end developer intern for Bukit Vista, and this is the intern graduation presentation that I've made. The contents of this presentation we will look at the projects and legacies that I did and have, and then we will talk about of what I have learned, and then the closing remarks. Okay, first of all, the projects and legacies. What I did during 3 months at Bukit Vista and its impact. Interestingly, when I saw the Trello of everything I did, I actually could categorize everything I did each month to a particular thing. First month, all I did was forms. Second month, all I did was bugs and iteration. And then in the third month, feature tab. For the first, for the first month, I made this, the forms for partner onboarding process. Um, what is this? And what did I made this? So what's the use of this? And the use of this is when a partner onboards to Bukit Vista, we would like to know the data that they have, because data is very valuable. We can analyze them to make certain actions with them. So for example, if we can get all the details of our clients' properties, like let's say, do they have Netflix on their rooms? Do they have butler? Do they have an amazing view? If we collect all of that, we can find we can, when we collect all of those data, in the end, what we can do is we can analyze them, and maybe we can learn something from it. Like, for example, maybe for some reason, there's people always go guests would go back to properties that have Netflix. So now that we know that information, we can tell our other clients, hey, wanna know this one simple trick to make your property more successful? Do this, do that, don't do this, don't do that. So that's why, you know, everything here, even though it seems like it's very simplistic, if you gather it all up, it's gonna be something more. You can analyze it, you can do a bunch of stuff with it. So that's what I did for the first month. And then the second month, it was all bugs and iteration. One of the iteration that I made was for images for the bigger front end. Usually when there's a picture and bigger, you can't focus on it. So if it's small, well, you just have to deal with it. It's small. You can't focus on it. But now it can, and the way I implemented this, I made it so it was reusable for other developers in the future. So next time when somebody wants to make something similar, uh, Like they want to display an image, they can just use what I made, and then it's very easy. Takes about 30 seconds to complete, and then you will have something like this, an image, and you can focus on it. And then I also did fix some bugs. This is an example of it. Bugs on user status. I'm going to. This is a very special bugs that I will probably remember for a decade to come because I spent probably 4 to 5 hours on this, and the codes that were changed was only four. So it was very painful. And then there was also fixed some bugs of what was displayed. Sometimes it was wrong. It sometimes it has wrong upper uh, translation, stuff like that. And then I also fixed some bugs which was happening in the background, which the end user doesn't really see, but does affect them. It affects their internet data. It was not efficient. So this is one of the things that I fixed. And then on the third month, um, I did the property tabs. On the first month, I made the forms, right? Which what it does was take in all the data that we need. But at some point, we need to display that data. We need to look at it. So that's what this property tabs function has. It's to display those data that we previously inputted when the partner was onboarding. This is for the units, and then this is for the features that they have, and then payout details. And if they want to update it, if there's something which is incorrect, you can always just edit it. Simple as that, right? And now I'm going to talk about the things that I've learned. Uh, First thing is time management. Um, about the time management, there's like three things that I've learned. The first one is I learned to be able to start working on something and start working on another thing at queue. Because before, what I would do is I only could focus on one thing at a time, which wasn't efficient or effective. And then the second one and the third one is learn to fit in multiple action at once and learn to adapt to variables that can and can't. Oh wait, sorry, that's a typo. Variables that can and cannot be changed. So, for example, if let's say I have a schedule today to work on a task, and at some point I need an information, and that information is I need that information from somebody else. But because we're working remotely and you can't just expect them to just answer right away, sometimes they will just not answer for like 1 or 2 hours. So with that, you need to like be able to change your schedule at a blink of an eye. So let's say, oh, I need to wait for this. So I'll just do another thing, maybe a homework or another task. Basically, just shuffle your schedule. And then working with other people. Working with other people. What I learned was to sync with other people's schedule. I think for the first 2 months, I uh, I wasn't available much in the mornings because I slept late and woke up at daytime. So on the third month, I tried to be sync. I tried to sync with other people. So sleep at the right time, waking on the right time. And then I also learned to be descriptive so others can understand me and question if if I don't understand something. Question other people if I don't understand something. And then also learn to communicate problems or friction so that it can be resolved. Okay, and now it's my closing remarks. Um, when I applied to when I applied to this internship, I had an expectation of what it's going to be like and what I was going to learn from it. I thought I was going to learn more about backend or DevOps, but what I got was not that. The experience I learned was from being in a working environment with other people. I did learn some technical things, but learning workflows, big business things, communication, what a programmer does, you just can't find that in a Udemy course for software engineering. So thank you for everybody that I met during this internship, and I hope you have a great next year. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Robert. That was a really great presentation. Yeah. Right. So yeah, we can see actually a great positively transformation from Robert here, especially in product development. Yeah. So okay, I don't know if I should continue because Shalon is here, but anyway, I see a few people here. I see Robert. No, I see Risky from UX designer interns in the same batch as Robert. Okay. Over to you, Risky. Is there anything that you would like to say to Robert?
Yeah,
Hello?
as mentioned, I was in the same batch as Robert, and I think that gave me valuable insight as well because he was the only other person we were able to closely communicate. As someone who's yeah, in the same batch, we'd want to know how each other's progress is doing, especially since we can't compare with other people, right? We can't compare to the other members of the PD team since they're either older or younger than us. So I really appreciated, especially Robert's workflow and everything. Given his Trello, he always tracks everything on top of his game, and yeah, that's what I aspire to be in my own one as well. So yeah, thank you, Robert.
Okay. Yeah, that's from Risky to Robert.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is there anything you would like to say, perhaps, Robert to Risky?
It's just a shame that we didn't work together.
Right.
Maybe next time.
Okay, nice,
Yeah,
nice.
I hope so.
Okay, yeah, that's from Risky. And let's go over to Adri then. Adri, we from product development. Adri, is there anything you would like to say to Robert?
Well, uh, when I see your presentation about your legacies, it's actually some of your project is actually useful for my work. Well, not for my work, so it could impact also for my work because, for example, uh, apa namanya the form for the amenities or for the service or the experience is actually very useful for categorizing which property is good or not from the internal side. Uh, and also for the property tab is also good because it helps me on tracking about the units and also the status of the properties. And also, but I might not get work with you a lot because we are from a very different project. So I hope that we can work together next time.
Okay, that's from Adri to Robert. Robert, is there anything you would like to say to Adri? No? Okay. Um,
Thank you for the kind words.
all right, that's from Adu to Robert. Okay, let's continue over to. Let's go over. Okay, from Chris, mentors of Robert, yeah. Over to you, Chris.
Halo Robert, selamat pagi. Um, bentar sebentar. Okay. Right, first of all, thank you Robert for the 3 months here in Bukit Vista, as the front-end developer. All you have helped a lot, and I do believe that your works here is truly become a legacy because it impacts a lot of stuff in the inside of the company. But kayaknya banyak sih ya, actually, the things that you did. I just want to say that you are really a responsible person. So when you said you can do something, you really get it done. And sometimes malah apa sih, beyond our expectation as well. You always have the suggestion to how make things better instead of just do what you have been told. And I think that's a really um, it's just a really great intuition and habit to have. So yeah, thank you so much, Robert, for everything, and I hope you have a wonderful year as well. Had That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, that's from Chris to Robert. Robert, is there anything you'd like to say to Chris?
Hmm, aku mau tanya ke Chris. Kamu tahu nggak, abis ini aku mau ngapain?
Kalau aku tahu, aku stalker dong.
Ini kayak, kalau kamu tahu aku, harusnya kamu tahu aku bakal sekarang ngapain.
Are you going to sleep after this?
Iya.
Oh my god, I'm not
Oke.
expecting that to be true. Okay.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.
Itu doang. Ya ampun. Okay then.
Okay, thank you. What a twist, yeah. Okay, and next, before we go to the next person, yeah, I would like to hear from HR actually. Over to Shelly.
Oh, okay, thank you. Actually, I didn't expect to be called that, but thanks, Nadia. No, kidding. But okay, even though I don't actually like have a lot of visibility in Robert's works or projects in the product development team, I believe Robert has actually developed well. I mean, like in both in technical or even like in non-technical kind of skill sets. And I think that he has also like formed a few meaningful connections as well with his teammates in this case, especially in the product team. And yeah, since I'm not really sure what to comment on his like work wise, but I think he did really well. I mean, like doing his internship as a front end web developer intern. And yeah, all the best. Maybe for your next internship or even next work experience, Robert. And yeah, you can contact me if you need anything. Like if you want to like consult about like how to create the CV, like last time you asked me. But yeah, feel free to contact me in the future. And yeah, all the best to you, Robert. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. That's from Shalin. Robert, is there anything you'd like to say to HR nih, to Shalin?
Thank you.
Very quick, very short. Okay, I like that. Okay, let's go over to the next person. We have our chapter lead from product development and also the CTO Bukit Vista. Ya. I'm going to call Kabayu nih over your time.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Robert, for the presentation. I think uh, the my interaction with Robert is actually yeah, we talk about a lot of things to be improved, yeah, because I think this is will be such a waste of talent if you cannot improve in this part. A lot of people say, actually, you are very good in technical, right? You really understand what you are doing. You get things done, But one thing that you really need to work on is how to brand yourself, right? How to make people know that you actually can do that. In fact, none of us actually believe that you can actually work or finish a task because you didn't say anything, because you don't respond, or at least you didn't really convince other people that you can do it, right? And that's very unfortunate. Uh, in the beginning, by the end of this internship, you did improve, but I think this is still something that you can continue to improve after this, whatever you're going to do next. It's basically, yeah, same thing, Robert. Uh, know that you are good at doing what you're doing, programming, for example, or front end or technical work. But tell people that you can do that as well. Tell people that you know how to do that properly, and make them trust you. Basically, don't let people just wandering or just gambling by assigning the task to you, right? Uh, uh, yeah, I think that's the biggest thing that I learned from having you as an intern here. There's a lot of people with uh, great talent, great potential. You just need to know which part that you are not good at and focus to improve that, and you will be perfect. So yeah, I think that's from me about Robert's internship. So like usual, we actually usually just continue communication even after your internship is finished, right? So you can still contact people from Bukit Vista. You can contact me. We can connect on LinkedIn if you want to ask about something that you think it's useful for your future. Then you still can do it. It's not that like if you finish here, you finish and we lost contact or something like that. In fact, this is actually could be your like professional networking, right? You can connect with me, with my friends, with people that I know. So use it to your advantage. So yeah, that's it from me. Congratulations again, Robert.
Okay,
Thank
thank
you.
you. Is there anything you would like to say, perhaps, Robert, to Kabayu?
Just yeah, just the feedbacks that Kak Bayu gave me since day one. It's definitely um, not something I expected, but now I feel mm, like I've got a little glimpse of like what I'm lacking on, so I can improve that part. So yeah, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Robert. So yeah, that's it. Perhaps words from me. Congrats, Robert. Keeps inspiring delight and don't be stranger. Yeah, and that's it from me. I see we have who is this? Cindy. Cindy, do you want to say a word or two to Robert? Okay, I think Cindy is not here. Okay then. So yeah, that's a wrap, everyone. So thank you so much, Robert, for your internship presentation, and good luck for your next future ahead. And happy New Year, everyone. Thank you. Bye bye.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Thank
Have a
you.
good day. See you.
Happy New Year.